Hello, this is Steve. Thank you for joining me for another video. In this video, we're going to talk about one of the basic functions we learn in college algebra, f of x equals the absolute value of x. So this is going to be the absolute value function. There's a couple ways of understanding this function. One way you can understand it is just to say f of x equals absolute value of x removes the negative sign, if there is one. That's not really mathematically precise. The better way is saying that f of x equals the absolute value of x gives a number's distance from 0 on the number line. So, if you put a 3 in there, absolute value of 3 is just 3 because 3 is 3 units away from 0. But if you put a negative 3 in there, that's also 3 because negative 3 is also 3 units away from 0. So even though they're in opposite directions on the number line, both 3 and negative 3 are 3 units from 0, so both 3 and negative 3 have an absolute value of 3. That allows us to generate a table of ordered pairs for the function f of x equals absolute value of x. But when you're doing this part, you can kind of think it leaves positive numbers alone, it leaves 0 alone, and it takes a negative number and makes it positive. But really what you're doing is giving distance from 0. So when I put in 0, I get 0. When I put in 1, I get 1. Negative 1, I get 1. 2, I get 2. Negative 2, I get 2. And you can do this with infinitely many numbers, but usually we only get a few numbers or a few ordered pairs here to plot a graph. And you will get a graph that has a point at 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, negative 1, 1, negative 2, 2, and it creates a V shape. It looks like that. This is still not considered a line because kind of two different lines put together. But we can make a few observations. First of all, we can observe that we can put anything we want into the function. So x can be anything, negative infinity to infinity. But the result, or the range of this function, cannot be a negative number. Now it can be 0, so I use a bracket on 0, and we can get any other positive number out of this function. So this is the absolute value function. It's an important function to know. And that's it. Thank you for watching.